got loyalty inside my DNA. I got killer beats, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. 死んだ天性
The Upper Moon Demon is the strongest demon possessed by Kibutsuji Muzan. They are arguably the mainstay weapon or Kibutsuji Muzan's ace to fight demon hunters. Each member of the Upper Moon Demon has unique and super strong powers. Even the pillars who have fought with them are confirmed will experience a very tragic condition, even worse until he loses his life. The source of the strength they have comes from the blood of Kibutsuji Muzan, which flows profusely in their bodies. Okay, the demon of the upper moon itself is the presence of letters or numbers engraved on both of its eyeballs. For more details in this video, we will discuss the members of the upper moon demon in the anime Kimetsu no Yaiba. From the weakest to the strongest. Okay, before going into the discussion, help us by clicking the subscribe and like buttons. Okay, let's just start the discussion at the 8th position or at the very bottom of the upper moon demon row, occupied by the demon Daki and the demon Gyutaro. Although they are placed at the weakest, but these two brothers and sisters cannot be underestimated. Because they both have extremely terrifying powers, especially the demon Gyutaro. He is extremely strong and dangerous, having a thin body and a face covered in birthmarks. Make the evil feel so thick. Besides being strong and dangerous, he also has a very deadly weapon. This weapon is a sickle coated with poison. Then this sickle is also very special, because when the sickle is thrown, it will continue to pursue its target until it hits it. Then the sickle can also return by itself. So you need to know that this Gyutaro is the real body of the real 6th upper moon demon. While the Daki is just a clone of his sister. So if the demon hunter wants to defeat these two demons, then he must chop off the necks of these two demons at the same time. Although not as strong as Gyutaro, but Daki also has a big role in their survival. Daki, who was in charge of finding as many victims as possible, then he kept the victims in a scarf so that later she and Gyutaro could eat the victims whenever they wanted. After the demons Daki and Gyutaro were killed, finally the position of the 6th upper moon was replaced by Kagaku. Kagaku himself used to be a demon hunter and a senior from the Agatsuma Zenitsu class. Under the training of a former lightning pillar, Jigoro Kuwajima, Kagaku himself was unexpectedly turned out to be a demon, because in his past he lost against a Kokushibo, so he had to become a demon. Kagaku's demonic abilities are like Zenitsu's ability, namely the lightning breathing technique. But the difference is that this Kagaku masters 6 forms of lightning breathing techniques, while Zenitsu can only master the 1st breathing technique and the 7th breathing. When he becomes a demon, this breathing technique from Kagaku is combined with the demon blood technique, making his lightning breathing technique stronger, and make it faster. Kagaku himself was defeated by Zenitsu with the 7th form of breathing technique that he made himself and modified. What's interesting here is that Zenitsu beats Kagaku consciously, because Zenitsu himself usually defeats his enemies in a sleeping position. Then in the 5th position of the upper moon demon row is occupied by a demon named Joko. Joko himself is described as grumpy and scary. This demon has the most sinister appearance among the members of the upper moon demon, because this appearance is indeed very unusual. Starting from his strange face, and his body is also filled with several small arms that seem very inappropriate, and even more strange, he lives in an urn. Besides being weird and scary, Joko also has a bad habit that scares his enemies. This habit is to mutilate the human body. Then the pieces of the human body are made into sculptures that are combined with each other, and are considered works of art. The most interesting thing about this demon figure is that all of his demon blood abilities are related to aquatic animals, including his first ability to summon dozens of koi fish warriors from inside jars ranging in size from small to very large. These koi fish can walk on land because they have arms and legs, and also they are equipped with sharp weapons. This koi fish warrior is said to be able to destroy a village. The second ability is Gucci, the demon blood octopus jar. With this ability it can remove a large octopus tentacle from the jar with the aim of destroying the opponent's body. Joko's third ability is a demon blood move 10,000 flying fish. With this ability Joko can issue a killer flying fish, to eat his opponents until all that's left are the bones. And his ultimate ability is that he can shed his skin and change to his true form. This true form is depicted with a muscular body covered with translucent scales. Then he has no legs but has a tail like a snake. What is special about this original form is that everything that is touched will turn into small fish. In the fourth position of the row of upper moon demons is occupied by a demon named Hantango. This demon has the appearance of a hunchbacked cowardly grandfather and on its head has 2 horns and a large lump. The greatness of this demons is that it can hide Eve's whereabouts, so that the demon hunters can't realize that he is a demon. Then he can also hide the traits of the upper moon demon in his eyeballs. Then another greatness that Hantango has is if he is pressed he can split into 4 bodies with different personalities. The first body named Sekido. Sekido is the leader of the 4 bodies. His ability is that he can emit lightning. The second body is called Karaku. This Karaku always carries a leaf-shaped fan. The ability of this Karaku is that he can issue strong wind pressure. Then the third body named Yorogi. This one body has no weapons but he has claws and wings to fly. His ability is that he can emit ultrasonic which can damage the eardrums of his opponents. And the last body named Eizetsu. Eizetsu has the ability to control his wand which can be extended at will. The 4 Hatengu bodies are said to be all emotions possessed by Hatengu ranging from anger, happiness, sadness, and satisfaction. In addition to splitting into 4 they can also be reunited as before and produce a form that is younger and stronger. Next is Nakim. Initially this character plays the role of a demon who summons and collects the upper moon demon, of course on Muzan's orders. But after Hantango died, Nakim was promoted to the rank of a demon on the 4th rank. The female demon who always carries biwa musical instruments. She is a biwa-bearing demon who resides in the Infinity Fortress dimension. Nakim holds a biwa musical instrument, which when she plays the building biwa in the demon's fortress, will change into whatever she wants. Nakim's demon blood technique itself is not too dangerous, but his opponent will be difficult to defeat because when she wants to get close to his she immediately moves herself and others wherever she wants. Nakim himself can be stopped by Yushiro using his demon blood technique which can control the brain. In the 3rd position is filled by a demon named Akaza. This demon is the only fighter in the ranks of the upper moon demons. Akaza himself uses his bare hands to fight his enemies. He will be very excited if he meets an equally strong opponent. On the other hand he really hates people who are very weak. According to his rank Akaza is among the most powerful and dangerous demons. Because he has perfect instincts that can sense the fighting spirit of his opponents so that he can dodge and fend off all attacks that are launched at him. Then even though his head has been cut off but Akaza's body is still standing strong and can still fight even without a head. If only at that time Akaza's memory didn't come back, maybe Gyu and Tanjiro would have died at that time. There are interesting things about the first Akaza demon before he became a demon. It turns out that Akaza is already very strong. The size of a human, he was able to slaughter 67 people in a dojo with just his bare hands. Then the second, he is the only demon who doesn't remember his past because when he was transformed into a demon, his head was pierced by Muzan's hand until his brain was destroyed. The third, he is the only demon who doesn't eat a woman. And the last one, Akaza never gets along with Doma, the top moon demon number 2. Then in the second position of the upper row of demons, the moon is filled by a demon named Doma. This one demon can be said to still have a human side because his appearance is like humans in general. Doma has a friendly character and is also very charismatic. But he is quite cruel, because Doma will help as many people as possible. Then the people will worship Doma as the savior. Then, this one demon will start devouring his followers. Doma himself has the characteristic of always wearing clothes like ancient royalty. Then on his head there is a blood stain that until now has never disappeared. In the world of Kimetsu no Yaiba itself, many will not believe that this Doma is a demon because he has a calm, friendly demeanor and always smiles like a good person. Even though he is a sadistic and greedy demon, he never leaves a single bone of his prey. In terms of preying on the Doma demon, this is a demon that easily gets prey. Doma don't have to look far here and there because the prey comes by itself. Why is that? Because the demon Doma has a place like worship and he himself is the god. And many people believe that the place of worship can answer all their prayers, so many people flocked to the place. Instead of having their prayers answered, they become the food of the Doma. For his own favorite prey, he eats women's bodies more often than men's because according to him, this woman's body contains a lot of nutrients. Then in terms of the dangerous ability of this demon Doma is he can turn his frozen blood into mist, then he spreads it using his fan weapon. Whoever sucks the fog will surely die soon. Then the next ability is that he can neutralize poison, even though in the end he was also killed by Shinobu's poison, which is 1000 times more deadly. Then lastly there is the first and strongest upper moon demon in the ranks of the demon Kibutsuji. Muzan is inhabited by a demon named Kokushibo. He is the twin brother of the first breathing user named Yoraichi Tsuikuni, and he is also the ancestor of the pillar of fog that is Moichiro Tokido. The strong reason he became a devil was because he was jealous of Yoraichi, who was always one step ahead in terms of ability, and he also doesn't want the abilities that he has mastered to just disappear because of the limited lifespan of humans. Compared to other upper moon demons, Kokushibo looks more majestic and dignified. Before becoming a demon, Kokushibo also used to be a demon hunter. He had mastered a breathing technique that was one level below Yorakai, namely the moon breathing technique. After turning into a demon, of course this ability was more perfect, plus he was already able to give off the mark of a consciously chosen demon hunter. His strength and experience for hundreds of years might make this demon very formidable and difficult to defeat. In terms of ability, nothing else can surpass his own power. One of the abilities that other upper moon demons don't have, he can see a person's body transparently. Then he can also increase the sharpness of his katana by channeling the power that is within him and the ability of the demon blood. As a result, the sword he has produces eye patterns and then turns large and branched. Maybe that's all. The discussion this time about the row of upper moon demons in the anime Kimetsu no Yaiba. Who do you think is your favorite upper moon demon character? Please write your opinion in the comments column. Okay, if you have questions and input, please comment below. That's all from this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next video.